What's up, everybody? Brian here with another episode of Fishing Control. It's a beautiful day. It's MLK Day. It's been a little crazy in town, so I'm heading out to Tybee. We're going to go over some simple surf fishing tactics to show you how anybody can do this thing. I'm going to start off by showing you the bait that I pick out and what we're looking for.
So that'll be the stuff you're looking for, wherever you get it. The fresh, never frozen, vein still in it, preferably head off it so you get more per pound, unless you're going to use the heads for crab bait. The heads make good crab bait, but that's what we're looking for right there. Fresh, never frozen shrimp. We're going to get a ½ pound of that to cover today. Okay, so we got the shrimp, we got some water, got an energy drink, got a bag of ice in the cooler. So I'm going to keep this stuff on top of the cooler right now because it's all pretty cold, but this might seem simple to some of us, but others may not know this. Warm air rises, cold air falls, so anything you want really, really cold, put under the ice. As I catch fish, I try and get them under the bag of ice so that they get super duper cold. I want to keep them nice and cold, stay good and fresh. But yeah, that. Okay, so while I'm setting up here, let's talk about sinkers for a second. There's definitely a bunch of gear you're going to want to think of in advance, leaders, things like that. We'll talk about more of those, but let's talk about the types of sinkers that I use out here. The two main ones are Pyramid and Storm Sinker. These are like a Hatteras designed storm sinker. I think they started using them in the Outer Banks or whatever, but and I sometimes use the Sputnik or Octopus sinkers with the legs on them. Those are typically more for redfish and stuff when I'm really trying to get it out there and fish tougher conditions, more current. But these both sit well in surf conditions. All these waves and current and stuff out here, these sit a little better. If you need a little bit more hold, if there's a strong longshore current, these guys tend to tumble more, and these tend to get caught in the sand more, sink down into the mud more, and hold on. So that's a quick tip about sinkers at the beach. So we're gonna set these guys up real quick. I've got two rods that are gonna go straight out. The others might get reworked, but the 8-foot here, the two Daiwa rods are gonna go out, and they've got single drop whiting rigs on them with a bead and a small hook. I think these are a size 2 even hook. That's a really small hook. Hooks, sinkers, and leaders are the things that you're gonna wanna think about before you get out to fish, before you're heading out to the beach. Especially if you're new at this and don't want to tie your own. You don't want to buy the big clunky ones that they sell at Walmart and the bait shop. There's a couple that work there, but overall you want a much cleaner look on your leader than that. So ordering from Frisky Fins or Salty's Pompano rigs, they both make some really nice leaders that you can order hand tied and get right to fishing. You just tie them on your line and you're good to go. Here's another quick tip. If you have a beach cart set up like this table here, it's only $20. And boy, has it been a big game changer just for ease of everything I'm doing out here. This thing's great. So we'll go over what I do with these shrimp again. That's something I've done a couple of times, but I don't mind doing it if it helps y'all out, help somebody somewhere out. Start off with like 2 of these guys. The good ones. And we're gonna peel them. Like that. And we're gonna cut them. And just some nice little usable pieces. I like making the ends nice and flush, so if the fat end where the head was is kind of torn or whatever, I like to give that a clean cut. I think it just goes on the hook better if you're starting from a spot where the meat's not already torn. And we're gonna go with just shrimp for starters. I may add some fish bites, but I think we're gonna start with just shrimp for the moment. When the whiting are finicky in these winter months, sometimes just shrimp and no fish bites is a better move. Sometimes even taking all the beads and stuff off helps. Sometimes they like to see it, sometimes they don't like to see it. So we're going to start off with this double drop rig. Try and get it to where I think the edge of the next bar is, and then the other rod we're going to put in kind of close here. That's like the front edge, the beach side edge of the next rise. You can look at the beach. The next bar is shaped exactly like the one we're standing on right now. So yeah, this one I'm just gonna give a flick. So I think it's kind of sitting in the trough here, maybe even closer. And then we're fishing. And then I think I'm gonna set up some live stream stuff. There's a crazy rainbow out there right now. It goes all the way over there where y'all were already looking. That's amazing. Come on, are you there? Those were real hits. It might be there. Those were definitely hits though. Yeah, you got my shrimp. Take my picture real quick. I got whatever this is. It's a shark. It's exactly what it is. It's a sharp nose. Ah, yeah. Let's bring it over here to deal with it. There we go, guys. Caught something. That's awesome. Come here, buddy. Set you down for a half second. Hopefully you don't tangle me up too bad. While I get my hook tool out. I should have had this out. Always have a hook tool. Always have a hook tool. What kind of shark is this? There we go. There we go. Okay. Now, can you guys help me identify this thing? What is he? He's got like no teeth. Anyway, that's what I caught today. It's still very feisty. We're gonna get it back in the water. I know I can't keep you. You are not a sharp nose. My feet are definitely gonna get wet on you. On your release. There he goes. Think he'll figure out where he's at. Yeah, there he goes, swimming off. Nice. I think that is a dogfish. My first time catching one of those here. My first time catching one of that kind of shark anywhere. And I'm really glad that was on the rod it was on and not my little rod next to it, which has the same setup on it. That on my bass rod would have been a situation. But well, that certainly makes this a video, even if nothing else happens. But we're gonna stick it out a little bit longer and see if we can put something else on the sand. That was really cool though. I've never caught one of those before, especially here. I've never heard of one being caught here, but I'm sure it's happened. But yeah, that's a first for me, new species. So something happening here. What it is ain't exactly obvious. Probably crabs. Oh, but not on that one. That one's a fish. Dang it.